Well, hello team. Coach Heavy Hands here, and this is the EA UFC 252 Simulation Prediction Main Event. Please, before we get started, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and also hit that notification so you'll always know when our simulation predictions kick off and other streams begin. So let's jump right into it. This is the main event. Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Stipe is going to defend his title, trying to become the most dominant heavyweight champion of all time, and Daniel Cormier is looking to make history to regain the gold that he once had. Let's go. So excited for this championship bout. As these guys walk in, you can feel the weight of history. You can feel how major this is. Kind of crazy that it's going down in the UFC Apex arena. Imagine the energy, how this would feel in a huge crowd.
You ready to fight? Good.
It's a 5-round fight. In the first round, Stipe throws a nice body kick. There's no touch of the glove. Herb Dean is the referee. He's looking intently at this fight. Daniel Cormier going for that clinch right away. You know that's his bread and butter. He's got to close the distance. He doesn't have the reach that Stipe has, so he's got to close that distance, use that wrestling background, use his clinching ability. He has probably one of the most sophisticated clinch games the game's ever seen. Definitely that we've ever seen at heavyweight. Oh, nice jump, Superman punch followed by a hook by Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier with a beautiful kick to the body. Stipe going to the body again. Yikes! We saw that in the second fight when he got his gold back. Daniel Cormier lands a nice head kick, backs away, resets, tries the Superman again, gets blocked, and for his troubles, eats several hooks by Stipe. Daniel Cormier going for the takedown, eats an uppercut, backs away as he realizes he took some damage, eats a knee there. And he's still taking some time to recover, gets hit by an overhand as he's recovering. He's riding that fence, trying to get his bearings together. Stipe lands like 3-4 punches in a row. Daniel goes for the takedown, goes for that single leg. Stipe will have none of it. Oh my goodness, throws an elbow against the cage of Daniel. Daniel's cut, looks like cut from that elbow. Stipe gets a takedown on DC. Who would have seen this happening? Daniel does not want to be here right now. Stipe showing Stipe does have a wrestling background, not the pedigree that Daniel Cormier has. This is not the situation we would have thought we would see. Daniel Cormier does not like to be on his back, but he somehow manages to get to his feet, takes Stipe down now. The roles have reversed. This is absolutely the last place that Stipe wants to be. Daniel Cormier has been training to hold a big guy down like this, the big guy down like this, for the past 13 weeks. Daniel with some small shots on the inside. Stipe trying to ride the fence to get back to his feet. Daniel will have none of it. Pulls him back to the ground. Remains in Stipe's guard. Continues throwing those small hammer fists. Goes in the half guard. Attempting to go into side control. Stipe blocks the transition. Oh wow, Stipe tries to get to his feet. Daniel stops him from doing that. Goes for the Kimura from side control. Now, this is absolutely, it's just getting worse and worse for Stipe. You don't want to be in Daniel Cormier's side control. I don't know what Stipe's going to do to get out of this. Oh, Stipe muscled his way, tries to get back to his feet. Oh my goodness, Daniel Cormier lets him back to his feet. We've seen mental lapses in these fights before from Daniel Cormier. That may not have been one because he saw the end of the round coming. He wanted to get to his feet and wanted to take a shot at doing some work on his feet in the last seconds of the fight. Wow, look at this replay. Stipe throws a jab, hook to the body. He knows that worked in the last fight and he's trying it out again. Stipe hits Daniel Cormier coming in with that overhand right.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Wow, here we go. This time we see a touch of the gloves. Mutual respect from these men. Amazing. Daniel Cormier this time with the hook to the body. Stipe pays him back with a kick to a leg kick. Throws DC off his balance with that leg kick. DC gets a takedown. Beautiful takedown. No questions asked kind of takedown. Stipe tries to get Daniel off of him. You do not want to be mounted by Daniel Cormier. And Daniel Cormier is making him pay for this. Postures up. He's raining down on him. Stipe should not remain in this position. He should put everything he can into getting out of it. And it looks like he's trying his best. Stipe's also got to be careful not to gas himself out. Daniel's a big guy. He looks like he's getting tired from putting all this energy into trying to get out of this. Oh God, Stipe is just not going to be able to go anywhere. He's got to keep calm. Oh no, Daniel Cormier postures up. He's raining down bombs on Stipe. Woo! Okay, Stipe's doing what he can right now. Stipe makes it to half guard. Tries to get up. Daniel's not having it. Stipe did something amazing there. He got DC back into his guard. This is where that fight needs to be. Doesn't stay there for very long as Daniel gets back into half guard. And Stipe makes it back to his feet from half guard. This is where the fight can be won by Stipe. It's not going to be won on the ground. Daniel gets him in his clinch, throws that, and gets that plum on him, throws the knee. Stipe reverses. Daniel's framing him up on the cage. Daniel ate a couple of knees to the body. Goes for another takedown and gets it. DC's taking Stipe down at will. We got 1:30 left in the second round. And Daniel, I would say, has controlled half of this round on the ground. And it's been exciting. How often do you see that? Daniel Cormier, once again, keeps Stipe where he wants him. He's got Stipe mounted. He's pushing up full mount. Oh my goodness, he's unloading more bombs on him. Stipe gives up his back. We've seen Daniel get a choke out Rumble Johnson from this position. He does have a rear naked choke. Don't sleep on those submissions. Looks like he attempted a submission right there. Didn't get it. Stipe gets him back into his half guard. You gotta wonder how tired Stipe is feeling right now. The weight of Daniel Cormier, it's going to be getting to you. No matter what condition you were in before this fight, which he was in phenomenal condition, all of this wrestling, struggling to get back to your feet, it's going to wear you down. Now, the further into this fight we get, the worse I believe it is for Stipe. Daniel's proven he can go in that deep water, and so is Stipe. But I just think Daniel's more comfortable there. He's comfortable living the grind life for an extended period of time. Stipe hasn't had to do that. He really has finished a lot of his fights earlier, and so let's see how it goes. Round number 3. Here we go. Both men showing a lot of respect, touching gloves. Overhand by Daniel. 2 of them both miss. Stipe threw the jab that connected. Stipe is measuring those punches, throws a hook, lands it as Daniel's coming in for the clinch, pushes Daniel off. Stipe fakes that uppercut, got a reaction out of Daniel. Daniel fakes the leg kick, got the reaction out of Stipe. Stipe clinches. Oh my God! Daniel lands a Superman punch, drops Stipe, and is pummeling him on the ground. Stipe makes it back to his feet, wall rides to get back to his feet, pushes Daniel off, gets a free from his clinch. Stipe needs to move those feet, get away, make sure he doesn't get taken down, get away from that cage. Don't get clinched up by Daniel because he's going to see much more of the same. That was an impressive Superman punch that turned this fight into a not so comfortable situation for Stipe. Stipe and Daniel measuring. Daniel throws his 3rd missed overhand of the fight, goes for another takedown. I think Daniel might have only been stuffed on one of these takedowns. He is taking Stipe down at will and controlling the fight from here. Stipe hasn't had much luck getting back to his feet in reasonable time, and he's dumping a lot of energy and making an attempt to get back to his feet. Daniel just tried to post up to throw some bombs, and Stipe had none of it, held him down. He's trying to do his best to control Daniel's movement from the bottom. He's trying to get back to his feet. Daniel's just stopping him in every angle. Oh my God, we see a Kimura attempt by Daniel Cormier. Daniel Daniel's going for the Kimura, switches to an armbar. Ronda Rousey-esque armbar. Is this it for Stipe? It's looking bad. It's deep. He's got the arm extended. Is Stipe going to tap? This arm is fully extended. Tap or snap. Stipe taps. It is DC for the win by armbar submission in the third round. Daniel Cormier becomes cements his role as one of the greatest fighters in UFC history, reclaiming the heavyweight title. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. DC's feeling himself right now. Let's take a look at what led to this. Daniel is unstoppable with these takedowns, and it was truly amazing. It was a pleasure to watch. Look at him earn his way to that armbar. Takes it a page out of Ronda Rousey's book, extends that arm. Stipe had no choice but to tap, and like a gentleman, releases that clinch immediately. And we are looking at our new UFC champion, Daniel Cormier. The big question that comes up is, what happens next for DC? Is he staying in the game? Is he retiring? Is he going to be enticed to come back for a third John Jones fight at heavyweight? The only way we're going to find out is seeing what he has to say at the post-fight press conference and what he has to say in the coming weeks. This was one hell of a fight card. As you can see, the UFC 252, UFC 4 prediction simulation calls for a Daniel Cormier to win the fight tonight. As usual, give me a subscribe if you would. Give me a like. Hit that notification bar, because we're going to be doing these videos for every UFC event, and we're streaming EA UFC 4 career mode, and we're streaming online fights. So please come join the team. This is Coach Heavy Hands signing out.